Welcome to the EPSEX online sport program. I'm your presenter Aisha Shweb from APS Rahim Yar Khan Cantonment. My dear students, I hope you all will be doing great. Currently, we are level 6 to 8, and for today's tutorial, I am delivering for class 6. Our recommended textbook is New Secondary Science 1 David Copock, and pages that we will be covering for today is 84 to 86. We are chapter 7, that is mixture and solution, and topic that we will cover today will be mixture and solution. Our resources required is textbook. In this lecture, you will be able to learn what is mixture, what is compound, and lastly, what is solution. By end of this topic, students will be able to learn and define what is mixture. Students will be able to describe if air act as a mixture. Lastly, students will be able to learn and differentiate between saturated and unsaturated solution. First of all, students, let's discuss what is mixture. Page number 84. When two or more substances are mixed but not chemically joined, a mixture is formed. Mixture can usually be separated easily. We have three examples here. Look at example number 1. Sugar. Sugar in tea or coffee is an example of mixture. Look at diagram number 2. Smoke. Smoke is a mixture of sooty particles and air. Lastly, we have example of blood. Blood is also example of mixture. It contains different kind of blood cells and a lot of other things. Contrary to this, we have compound. In compound, components cannot be separated easily. For example, we have table salt and water. In water, water molecules are formed by combining hydrogen with oxygen. Once this water compound is formed, we cannot separate hydrogen from oxygen. Same goes for table salt that is formed by mixing sodium with chloride. That means we cannot separate sodium from chloride. Here, the question arises, if air also act as a mixture? Answer is yes. Air is a mixture of gases. The main gases are nitrogen, that is present up to 79%, oxygen, that is present up to 20%, carbon dioxide, that is present up to 0.04%. Other gases are also present but in very small amount, that is helium, neon, argon, krypton and xenon. These are called noble gases. Why? Because they are very unreactive. My dear students, this proves yes, air is a mixture of different gases. Alright, now question arises, if air is a mixture of gases, can we separate its component? Yes, but by which method? The method is known as fractional distillation. It is a separation of mixture into component parts or fraction. Chemical compounds are separated by heating them to a temperature at which one or more fractions of the mixture will vaporize. Page number 86. Look at did you know? The gases in air can be separated. Air is first liquefied and then distilled. Each gas has a boiling point. Let's suppose carbon dioxide will evaporate first. Why? Because carbon dioxide has a boiling point of 78 degrees Celsius. Secondly, oxygen will evaporate. Oxygen has a boiling point of 183 degrees Celsius. Lastly, we will be getting the vapors of nitrogen that has boiling point of 196. As the temperature of liquid is raised, each gas is collected as it turns to vapor. Students, at page number 86, we have a diagram in which it is mentioned that nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and argons can be used in various fields. For example, let's discuss nitrogen. Nitrogen can be used for making fertilizers and for freezing food. Why for freezing food? Because students always remember nitrogen is the gas that has lowest temperature. That's why it can be used for freezing food. Second, carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is used in fizzy drinks like Coke, Mirinda, Fanta. Secondly, it is used in fire extinguishers. Why? Because carbon dioxide is denser than air. It settled down over the fire and putting it out. Thirdly, we have argon. In argon, we use this in filling light bulbs that surround the wire filament that get very hot without burning. Lastly, we have oxygen that is used for breathing. We know that. Lastly, carbon dioxide Lastly, oxygen can be used in welding purposes also. Now students, open page number 87. We will be discussing now that what is solution. Solutions are made by mixing solid and liquid. Alright, if solid dissolves, it's spread out in minute particles throughout the liquid, so they can not longer be seen. The amount of solid that will dissolve in a liquid depends upon the amount of liquid used and the temperature of liquid. In a solution, the solid is called solute and the liquid is known as solvent. Lastly, we have few terms, that is soluble, insoluble, saturated, and unsaturated. Look at diagram number 1, jar number 1. I have mixed oil with water. We know that this is insoluble. Look at jar number 2. I have mixed oil in trichloroethane. This becomes soluble, means specific solute will be dissolved in specific solvent. Alright, a substance that will dissolve is said to be soluble, and the one which will not dissolve will be known as insoluble. Look at diagram number 2. Saturated solution and unsaturated solution. When no more solid will dissolve in a liquid, the solution is said to be saturated. Before that, solution is always at state unsaturated. Look at jar number 1 in diagram 2. Unsaturated means more solute can be dissolved. Look at jar number 2 in diagram 2. Saturated, that states that no more solute can be dissolved, means saturated point is that point where we cannot add more solute in any solvent. Alright students, for your assignment, please solve test yourself of page number 85 to 86. Find answers from provided winter pack. Before leaving, I have few advices for all of you in order to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. My dear students, please wash your hands frequently with soap and water. Maintain social distancing. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Practice respiratory hygiene. And